Morning, my maths group. Unbelievable. Friday already. Would you believe it? Not only is it Friday, but it's also Mrs. Murphy's birthday today. So I'm sure that you will all be saying happy birthday, Mrs. Murphy. And I'm sure that she would appreciate it. So for today's arithmetic lesson, we're going to be looking at the formal written method of division. Now you've got a number of division questions for today. So we're just reinstating what we already know about using that written method. So the question that we're going to work together to start with is 1,578 divided by 6. Now we know that our divisor is 6, so that goes on the outside of the bus stop method. And then within the bus stop, we need to put 1,578. Now, if you remember what I asked you to do is to separate your digits. So any exchange you need to do, you can do it clearly. So if I put 1,578 in my bus stop, any exchange that we need to do, we can clearly see that. And then we are just dividing the divisor by the digits that we come across. Well, what is 1 divided by 6? Well, we can't do that, so that becomes a 0, and we exchange the 1, so that now becomes 15. How many 6s in 15? Well, we know 2 lots of 6 are 12, and that gives us a remainder of 37. Now we're doing exactly the same. How many 6s in 37? We need to use our multiplication facts here. We know that 6 times 6 is 36, so that would be 6 lots, and that gives us 1 remainder. So we put that in front of the 8 there. We've exchanged it, okay, in front of the 8. How many 6s in 18? Well, that goes 3 times without any remainder. So our answer to 1,578 divided by 6 is 263. Now, on the next slide, children, is an opportunity for you having a go yourself. Think about the layout. It really does help because you're not having your digits too close together. You can see any exchanging that's taken place, and it's easier for you to calculate. So pause the video, have a go, and then unpause the video, and we will work together to work out what the answer is. Well done for having a go, children. So let's have a look at it then. Let's answer the question. So we know that our divisor is 4, and we are dividing 592 by 4. Now again, I've left a gap between each digit in case I need to exchange any digits. I can clearly see where I've done that. Then I do, well, what is 5 divided by 4? Well, that is 1 with a remainder of 1. So I can exchange that in front of the 9 now. How many 4s in 19? Well, I know 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. So it's 4 lots, which is 16. And then I have 3 remaining. Well, how many 4s are in 32? Now this is where you use your multiplication facts. You know that 4 times 4 is 16. Now hopefully if you identified that if you doubled 16, you would get 32, which means that you would be multiplying 4 by 8 because you have doubled 16 to get to 32. So how many 4s in 32? There are 8. So your answer to 592 divided by 4 is 48. Now the questions you'll have today for your division, there won't be any remainders. So if you do your calculation and you've got a remainder, then you need to recheck it because you've gone wrong somewhere within that question. Now the only reason that you probably getting the question wrong is just because you haven't done your multiplications correctly, right, or your divisions. So think carefully at each stage, double check at each stage to make sure you've got them right. One of the questions for an example for today is 8,592 divided by 3. Have a good try at those division questions for your arithmetic, and then move on to the next part of the learning as the main chunk of your maths lesson. Have a super Friday, everybody. Have an even better weekend, and I will see you next Monday. Take care, everyone. Bye.